Underway at Varsity Field for the quarterfinal of the Gulf South Tournament. Montevallo taking on Christian Brothers tonight. Falcons enter today 8-4-4, taking on the Buccaneers, who are 7-8-2. Falcons are fourth seed in the conference tournament. The winner of tonight's clash will face West Alabama in the semifinals in Montgomery. Falcons and the Buccaneers tied in the earlier meeting in the season in Memphis, 1-1. Montevallo with a similar lineup on that occasion. Robert Kuta in goal, the goalkeeper who scored a miraculous game-tying goal on senior night. The back, Gabriel Cortarone and Vladik Margolin. They're joined by Josh Keller and Nico Klachar. Lucas Hauer, a grad student who's succeeded in his only year here, is playing up top alongside Liam Moore, Cesare Marconi. Zach Keller's in the midfield along with Krenar Krasnicki and Nicholas Pico. Corner kick, Hostbo gets a punch to it, and it almost falls for Keller. Victor Hostbo, arguably the best keeper in the Gulf South besides Robert Kuta, so pair the two best keepers in the conference facing off. Rest of the lineup consists of Dalton Marin, Andrew Forrest, Patrick Power, Jake Barrett, Blake Lashley, Brendan Bennett, who's the goal scorer on this team, Michael Boudreau and Michael Longo, Andrew McKeever, and Maxi Schwalk. Chance to send it across, punched by Kuta first time. Headed out by Marconi. Kept alive by Boudreau. 3 minutes, but the Buccaneers have been on the front foot, attacking left to right in the red and black jerseys, Montevallo in the all-white. Looked as if this would not be a contest after the Falcons lost 2-1 to Spring Hill, but got the important 2-1 victory in Pensacola on Saturday against West Florida. An 89th minute winner from Josh Keller secured home field advantage for the first round. The Gulf South Tournament tonight's quarterfinal will decide who plays West Alabama. In the earlier's quarterfinal, Mississippi College were 3-2 winners over West Florida. So a disappointing week for the Argonauts, who were bounced by the Falcons from home field position and then were knocked off in Mississippi by the Choctaws to be eliminated completely. Mississippi College will face UAH this weekend in Montgomery, and the winner of this game will join them in taking on the West Alabama Lions, a team that beat Montevallo 2-0 at home, but that they have beaten in the past 2 seasons. They would like to make it 3 years in a row and take revenge for the defeat here at Varsity Field. Since then, the Falcons have been an almost unrecognizable team. Nicholas Pico has been drafted into the starting lineup. He's on the ball now and has had a massive influence sitting right in front of the back line. No Petrovic today, and an inexperienced back line of Cortarone and Margolin. We'll see how they last today against forwards Michael Longo and Shabi Lau when he comes off the bench. Lays it off to Schwalk. Well broken up
let's go.
by Marconi in the midfield. Keller tries to send a ball through. Just about found Krenar Krasnicki, but Victor Hostbo was quick off his line. Pico keeps it alive in the midfield, and there's a chance for the Falcons. Liam Moore has numbers. Tried to play a reverse ball back to Pico, couldn't get it. Liam Moore made a tackle to prevent it from arriving at the feet of Brendan Bennett, who would have been away into space, the senior from Belfast, Ireland. He's had a season of 8 goals and 2 assists. It's been a massive year for the senior. Been a difficult end to the season for the Buccaneers, who are winless in their last 5 after losing to Wichita Baptist and tying Harding. They had 3 1-0 losses before that to West Alabama, West Florida, and Spring Hill. Had an important 3-1 victory against UAH after the tie against Montevallo, but before that, things were going a lot better for them. They had a 4-game winning streak and won 6 of their previous 7 after starting the year with 3 straight losses against Leon, Maryville, and Lynn. Got things turned around against Lindenwood, and then a 2-0 win against Union, which saw goals from Shabi Lau and Brendan Bennett. Really got things going for the Buccaneers. And since then, they haven't really looked back. Coach Clint Brown in his 14th year is a longtime favorite in the Memphis area. Actually played for University of Memphis Tigers in '95, graduate. So he's well loved in that area. He has a successful side as well. In 12, Amanda Nugent has led the team in the last 2 contests with kills and is having a similar game tonight as they're about to upset the West Alabama Tigers. Buccaneers have been the best team, but Montevallo growing into this contest despite a makeshift defense in the absence of Austin Petrovich. Nico Klachar has grown into the game, too high for Kresnicki, who's had a hard time getting involved. Patrick Morton from nearby Vestavia Hills, Alabama, was the leading assister on the team last year. He's had to make his appearances as a substitute, but had an important headed goal in the win over Shorter. Turning point for the Falcons seasons, which saw an average team look fantastic, and since then they've just had that little bit of extra quality going forward. Chance to deliver a ball for Peakle. Chance at the edge of the area, and it's turned in by the Falcons, who draw first blood. Cesare Marconi caps off a wonderful week with the opening strike. Loose ball in the box was not cleared, and the freshman from Loana, Italy, adds to his freshman of the week in first team GSC honors. And the Falcons are on the board. They've soaked up all the Buccaneers' pressure, and on a set piece going forward, the delivery in the box from Peakle was not dealt with, and it bounced in the box. And Hostbo was not to see at the far post. The lurking Marconi, who converted from close range. Montevallo are ahead in the 32nd minute. What a moment that could be here at Varsity Field as the Falcons try to book a semifinal date on Friday with West Alabama. Ball sent forward in the direction of Isaac Alberade. It's cut out. Dalton Marin trying to spark a counterattack. Xavi Lau has looked bright coming off of the left wing. For all his mazy runs, has to find an option. Goes to Bernardo Ferreira, plays a lovely ball, headed back across by Barrett. There's a man down in the box. Blake Lashley and his teammates are asking for a call, and the senior has stayed down. Referee not interested, but will stop play for the afflicted Buccaneer. For all the possession that the Buccaneers have enjoyed, they've been forced back at every time of asking. Here it is again from Josh Keller. A Falcons side that graduated players last year, such as Steven Roca and Sergio Gonzalez, who were such defensive stalwarts. We wondered who would replace them. It appears that the Falcons have found answers, maybe late in the season through Nicholas Peakle. Boudreau clips the ball forward, hacked out by Lucas Hauer, who's played in almost every position in his one and only year here. The grad student from Oberwolfach, Germany, has 5 goals. Was the lead goal scorer until Cesare Marconi found form late on. Swelled his goal tally to 8, kept alive on the far side by Brendan Bennett. Xavi Lau. Every time the Spaniard has the ball at his feet, it's a dangerous opportunity for the Falcons. Of course, when he's not on the ball, he has to be careful as he's already on a yellow card for a late challenge. Brendan Bennett tries to work an opportunity before the break, but that's it for the first half of play. Montevallo ahead through Cesare Marconi's 32nd minute strike. The Falcons draw first blood in this GSC quarterfinal, live from Varsity Field. Has proved the difference as the Falcons have a slender 1-0 lead after soaking up the majority of the pressure. Now everyone has arrived in the crowd as Montevallo's successful volleyball team, who won 3-2 against West Alabama, has now joined the proceedings here in a perfect time, just 5 minutes into the second half. Falcons leading through Marconi's 32nd minute goal. And now we have a full house at Varsity Field for the conclusion of this quarterfinal. Not enough Buccaneers on the same page, and again Patrick Power can't link up with anyone. Only target was Xavi Lau, tall, lanky figure of the Barcelona junior, who graduated from Escola Pia Sabadell, as did his brother and teammate Ricardo Lau, who had an outing as the keeper at the early parts of the season, played 3 contests before being replaced by Victor Hostbo, and the Dane has kept the #1 position between the pipes. As been beaten already, though, through Cesare Marconi, although he didn't have much to do with it as the ball was allowed to bounce in the box from a set piece from Pekel. Opportunity from far away by Maxi Schwok, testing Kuta in goal. It was routine work for the Pole. Bernardo Ferreira picks up the pieces. Patrick Power. Loose touch allows Patrick Morton inside. And he recovers well, despite a bit of tugging of the shirts, perhaps. Maxi Schwok picks it up. Montevallo hoping not to be stretched. Good compact defending. Shabby Lau running at the defense, but has 4 white shirts in front of him. Good cross in the box, and it's just outside of the goal. Brendan Bennett was asking for a deflection. Referee disagrees, and it's a goal kick. Keller, forward for Liam Moore. Moore's return ball for Marconi. Strong tackle. Moore gets it back and switches play to Patrick Morton. Has an overlapping run outside of him and tries to find Zach Keller. It's cut off. But it falls to Lucas Hauer. His ball does find Zach Keller. Drifts the ball in the box, but it's over the head of everyone and out for a goal kick. Liam Moore was arriving at the far post. An action-packed 10 minutes to open the second half. The real damage has been done, though, in the 32nd minute. Cesare Marconi from Nicholas Pekel's free kick. Ball was allowed to bounce in the box, and Victor Hostbo and the Buccaneers defense couldn't deal with it. Marconi has poked the Falcons ahead. A lead they took into the break. It was a good response from the Buccaneers, who were the team that were slightly on the front foot throughout. They edged the first half despite conceding the only goal. In the second half, it's been an even contest, both sides attacking end to end, and you would imagine this game will open up even more so as fatigue starts to set in. We'll see weary legs around the 70th minute as well as substitutes. As it stands, it's been a blistering opening 55. Maxi Schwok. Brendan Bennett. Every time he touches the ball more than 30 yards out from goal, the Falcons will be content for that to happen. Bernardo Ferreira plays the ball in the box, and Shabby Lau was asking questions, thought he was being held. Falls out to Patrick Power, delivers it in the box. Cleared out by Margolin. Retrieved by Schwok. Still a bit of danger, and Ferreira has a shot from far. Kuta had to be at full stretch to turn it aside, and the sophomore keeper called into action. Bruce Dieterle's side, a well-disciplined group showing good shape. And in his 5 seasons in charge, Bruce Dieterle's side has never seen back-to-back winning seasons before this year. We're looking for another unprecedented feat in getting a first Gulf South victory, a conference which the Falcons occupied for a long time before switching to the Peach Belt for 9 years. The last 2 seasons they have made the Peach Belt tournament but are yet to record a victory after 2013's Peach Belt tournament triumph. In their new conference, Montevallo have made the conference tournament in the first year back and would like to get a win against Christian Brothers to carry them into the semifinal. A chance of facing West Alabama, who won 2-0 here. Shabby Lau is called with a handball, and he's walking a tightrope. Already being booked. And every time he gets the ball, the Falcons will be asking for that second card and isn't playing like a player skating on thin ice. And a good free kick and a goal. Cesare Marconi catches them napping and doubles the advantage. The Falcons are up on a clever bit of play from the Italian.